Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Thin Blood Chronicle, Are We Dead Yet? This is episode 2, Everything is Real. Now, we've already met our cast in episode 1, but tonight we are joined by someone very special. Would you like to tell us who you are and who you're playing?
Hi, I'm Josh. I am reprising my role as Hunter, and I'm very excited to be here.
We're excited to have you. So, if you all are ready to head back to Myrtle Beach, inside the freezer of a Piggly Wiggly, we can begin our vampire story. Life is about moving forward, not looking back. Because if humans spend too much of their very short time turning their head to see what has already passed, they will never see what is coming. But this is not a story about humans, not anymore. This is a story about vampires. Vampires who must subsist on the blood of the living, whose humanity slowly becomes little more than a distant memory, whose static, unchanging state will redefine what past and future really means. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Right now, our band of friends don't know that they are vampires. They don't know that they are not who they were mere hours ago, partying on the beach. Right now, all of them feel a hunger deep within, unlike anything they've ever felt before. It's more than appetite, more than desire, and more than need. It's all of those things swirling together and stronger than any one individual urge. What they also feel is confusion and very likely dread as they stare at Ramon's sister Julia, who before their very eyes changed from a half-human, half-beast into the young woman they've known most, if not all their lives. Julia is wearing an open blue plaid button-up top, Bermuda shorts, and a black lycra sports top. All of these articles of clothing slightly torn and stretched out. She stares at all of you with a look that can only be described as disgust and anger, and pushes past most of you and grabs Harley's body out of your hands, Ruby, throwing him over her shoulder as if he weighs no more than a child's doll. Julia turns back to you all and you hear her say, "Follow me now and I'll take you to a leech I know, or stay here and make your own fate." And she begins to walk away.
Hermana.
Leech?
She does not stop walking.
What?
Is everyone okay? Are we good? Should we
I mean, we might be dreaming. I'm fingers crossed we're dreaming.
Either way, this place is disgusting, and y'all were freaking me out. Let's just go.
Ramon's gonna run after his sister.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll just start going.
Sawyer's gonna look around, make sure that everybody's going.
If everyone is going, Julia is just marching through the Piggly Wiggly. She steps on the glass, Ramón, of the liquor bottle that was used to hit you. You don't know how long ago. None of you know what time it is. And she continues walking towards the door that you see is no longer on its hinges.
Hermana. ¿Dónde has
Cállate.
estado?
Come to the car.
¿Qué fue eso? What was that? What was that?
She stops and she looks at you and she says, "I said be quiet and come to the car."
We'll follow our instructions.
Does anyone stop, check the time, or do anything else before following Julia outside?
Do I have... Sorry, continue.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, do I have my phone on me?
No.
Oh, good. Okay.
Anyone else check their pockets on the way?
I'm checking all my pockets, see if my phone, my pocket knife, my cigarettes, anything is in my pockets.
Your cigarettes, your pocket knife are gone. Your wallet's gone. Your phone is still there.
Okay. I pull it out and I see what time it is.
It is almost 3 a.m.
Holy crap.
You were out for maybe 4 hours.
Do I have my wallet with
No.
me? Okay.
I would check my pockets as well.
You also have nothing in your pockets. Not a phone, not a wallet. Anyone else?
Yeah, Sawyer's looking around the Piggly Wiggly itself, because after hearing like the glass, and goes to like reach for their phone, remembers that they chucked it out the window, and is looking for a wallet and just kind of trying to piece together what happened. And
If you'd like to try and piece together what happened, you can roll me either wits and insight or wits and awareness. You have nothing in your pockets. What about you, Tex?
They're kind of like, well, maybe this is some kind of dream sequence or a nightmare. Who knows? Just let it ride out, and they're following everybody else.
You do not check your pockets. All right.
first roll, don't.
Oh, let's get a best roll like last time.
Oh yeah.
1.
One.
You remember coming...
Oh wait, no, that's a 2.
Mm.
2. That's the
You
6
remember
out of 5.
coming to the Piggly Wiggly. You remember someone being at the door. You remember you were going to do a little couponing while you were buzzed. Then you remember being in the freezer. What you do know, without any rolls required, is you don't not feel the same, but you also don't feel the same as you did when the day started. And it's a feeling that you really can't comprehend. You can't wrap your head around it.
Sawyer's just gonna kind of look up at the group. What happened after?
I'm kind of like reach back and vaguely remember having my hair pulled, and I just remember us being attacked. That's about it.
So, somebody came in through the door and then the freezer.
I hold up my phone and I say, yeah, that was about 4 hours ago. We've been knocked out cold for that long.
I mean, I think I hit the floor pretty hard. And as we're
Are
like
you
walking
okay?
out the door looking for where this all happened.
Besides the evidence of the liquor bottle, you don't see anything, no blood or signs of a struggle.
I don't feel. I think I'm
Normal.
okay.
Yeah,
You okay?
I don't feel right. But
No.
Tex, Ramón, Theo, and Ruby, you definitely don't feel the same. You definitely don't feel like yourselves. It's more than just feeling a little bit off, like Sawyer might be feeling. You feel cold inside.
does anyone else feel like you know in a dream when you're aware that things are happening but you're not, I don't know, in control or feeling yourself?
Yeah.
You mean
If
right now?
we're-
Yeah, like right now.
If we're in a dream, we're in a fucking nightmare because what was the deal back there with the meat hooks and all that? Like, y'all were coming towards me and I mean, I know I know that dude is a piece of shit, but y'all look like y'all were ready to kill him.
I mean, I
It
was.
Because you are killers, Julia says, as you all have reached her pickup truck. It is only a 2-seater. It has a very small area in the back, and you see her open the door and put Harley's body inside. She reaches underneath the seat and starts pulling out blankets and wrapping him up in it. And she looks at you, Ramón. Tell your leech friends they can ride in the flatbed. You can ride in the cab.
Yeah, Aziwas, why are you being like this?
Get in the car or stay here.
Why are you being like this?
She starts getting into the cab.
I'm gonna
turns
put
the
my
engine
hand
over.
on the door.
I'm taking
Why?
you somewhere where you can figure out what you're going to do now.
Why
I
do
can't
keep
help you.
looking at me like that. Where have you been?
I will answer your questions on the way. I can't help you, brother. Por favor, get in the car.
I think we should just listen to her.
Yeah.
Did she call us killers? What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking at Leah and being real fucking cagey for someone who's been missing for 2 weeks.
Let's get on the truck and,
Yeah.
and we'll go from
Yeah.
there. And Sawyer's gonna kind of help Ruby and Theo and Tex in the back.
So you all squeeze onto the flatbed of the back of the pickup. It's a very small, very old Ford truck. Ruby, Theo, Sawyer, and Tex, wits and awareness. Ramón, you get in the cab?
Yeah.
From the last session, am I at 1 hunger dice or 2?
Everyone besides Ruby's at 2 hunger. And
2 successes.
just a mechanical aside, Theo, you are the only one who can rouse. Yes. 2 successes. Tex, what were you? 2. Ruby?
6 successes.
6. And Theo?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I critted both my blood die.
Well, that's
messy.
that's what we call a messy critical.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, it's 5 successes, and one of them was a 10 on the red die.
was one of them a 10 on the black die?
Yes.
Then that is also a messy critical. So,
20.
We getting messy up in here.
yeah. So, Sawyer and Tex, you climb into the flatbed of the car. You don't seem to notice anything. But Ruby and Theo, as you're about to climb in, I need both of you to increase your hunger by 2.
Oh, shit.
You suddenly can't ignore this feeling inside of you. You are starving. You are so hungry. And the rest of your friends, well, they look damn good right now. You can't explain it. You've never felt like this before. You've never felt this hungry. It's not even hunger. It's beyond hunger. It's need, it's want, it's desire. You must have something. And you will have to have something, because if you get any hungrier, you will eat whoever and whatever is around you. But you both were successful in what you might see climbing into the car. Both of you see that the license plate for this particular truck is from New Jersey. That's not necessarily uncommon. Here in Myrtle Beach, people come from all over the place. But you do know there was someone at Mama Flores' house who was from New Jersey. Or claimed to be, anyway.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Julia pulls out. She's driving quickly. Those of you in the back, I'm going to ask for certain stamina dice to make sure that you do not injure yourselves rolling around in the back of her car. Maybe. But Ramón, she's driving, and she flicks on the music, because she clearly doesn't want to talk. And Life is a Highway starts playing. It's just a random station that she turns to.
I am immediately turning that off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll switch to Spanish. Did you really think that was going to work?
I smell the worm taint in you. It is all I can smell.
I was just lying in a pool of dairy. I don't know what you will expect, alright? But I had a pretty fucking rough night. Where have you been?
It is none of your concern.
It absolutely
I've
is. It absolutely is.
Not
Your
anymore.
Our mother called me to try to find you. For 2 weeks you've been gone. Where have you been?
Well, I blame Jon for that. He could have told her to stop it. He could have told her anything. But he's... The children of Gaia are a wayward tribe.
Did you join a cult?
Sure, Ramón. Believe whatever you want. It won't matter very soon.
What does that mean? Where are we going? What was that back there? What did you turn into? What was that?
I am Garu. I am more than human, and more than wolf, and more than spirit. And it is no longer your concern.
Inest, you're my sister.
My brother died in that grocery store. He texted me his location. And I thought, yes, I should go to him and I should tell him to take Mama and Alba and go back to Georgia. That is what I should do. So I followed. Couldn't find you, so I followed my nose. And it ended at that freezer, and I knew you were dead. I did not expect you to be a leech.
What does that mean? I'm not dead. I'm fine.
Look at you.
I'm a little worse for
Look
wear.
at you. Mira. She pulls the mirror down on your side. You look horrible. You look like you are death warmed over. Your skin is gray and sallow and gaunt, and you have this perpetual slime putrefaction all over your body. You are dead.
That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I was just hurt.
I agree with you. It doesn't make any sense. That is why I'm taking you to someone. Once upon a time, I was different. I was more like Jon. And I befriended some of your kind. I'm not that way anymore. My totem is different now. And so, I am taking you to them. And then you won't, should you see me again, brother, it will not be this.
What is that? You keep saying shit like Gaia and totem. What does Uncle have to do with this? What do you mean? Explain yourself further, because I don't understand. You're say
not
I'm
meant
dead,
to.
but yet here I am.
You're not meant to, and I'm not meant to explain it to you. And I'm not meant to understand your condition. But I will tell you this, and those of you who are in the back, it's not a far distance, Piggly Wiggly to where Julia is going. You can see coming up on the side, huge entertainment venue that's shaped like the outside of a pirate ship called Pirate's Voyage. And it's not completely lit up, but there are lights on the inside. You can see it from the highway. If there's anything that you would like to discuss with each other, you may now do so. While you hold on to the flatbed, Julia's driving a little erratically.
Really don't feel well.
Neither do I. But you say where she's heading? We were talking about this place on the way up here.
Yeah, we were pirate core and all that. That seems so long ago.
Yeah. Hey,
you guys
these
don't look great. Like, is there my jacket or?
No.
I don't feel cold. So.
I don't really either. I guess we were in there so long. These kind of venues usually have food. I feel
hungry.
Really,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been this hungry. Wasn't all that long ago. We went through that drive-thru at McDonald's.
I know. Anyone else feel this nauseous? Is it just me?
A little, yeah.
I could eat.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So do we want to talk about what happened?
Tex, I need to ask you something. At any point that you're in the flatbed, do you look at Julia driving through the small window back there? At any point?
I guess so, yeah.
Could you roll me wits and your unique discipline?
Okay. That is 4 successes.
Now that you've had a moment out of the freezer, taken a few breaths, although it feels strange to do so. I've never really thought about breathing before. When you turn and look at Julia, it doesn't look like Julia. You see her, certainly, but she's fuzzy or maybe a little transparent. And it looks like Julia, but it also looks like a wolf. And it also looks like statues that you used to see outside of a library. Like a griffin, you think? Can't explain it. It's beyond what you would understand.
Hey, I know we have a lot going on right now, and we're kind of like holding on to our lives on this bed, but can somebody pinch me? Just any bit, I don't care if you peel the skin, just a pinch.
I will, and I give us pinch.
Okay,
Tex, you good? What?
Okay. I'm okay. Fine.
At least you know you're awake.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's,
I don't know if that's a good
better.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sucks. This really sucks.
So, everyone besides Ramón, stamina athletics, please, as Julia takes a very sharp turn right into Pirate's Voyage.
One success.
2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 3 successes, but one of them was another 10 red.
Did you get two 10s?
Oh wait, no.
No, so you're good.
So we're good.
Yeah.
1 success.
Who got less than 2? So, as sharp turn happens, Ramón and of course Sawyer and Ruby, you see Theo and Tex go over the side of the flatbed and roll down onto the ground.
You feel alone.
Oh.
That's nice. That's fine.
For Theo, you're going to take a point of damage for your mortal frailty, and you are going to be covered in scrapes and a bruise. I think maybe it was your elbow or your arm. Feels really bad. It doesn't help that you're starving.
Do I see this in the mirror?
Yes.
Well, Sawyer starts banging on the back of the window, being like, "Hey, stop! We lost."
She does. She slams on the brakes.
Hold up.
Sawyer and Ruby, one more time for me. Tex, you're fine. No damage for you.
As she slams on the brakes, I'm gonna hop out, swearing in Spanish at her.
Sawyer, you fall out as well. No damage for you, though. I don't believe. Nope. 2. Ruby, you are the only one who remains inside the flatbed.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna run over to my friends.
Julia is not going to answer to your cursing. But she is going, before you run to your friends, she is going to say to you, I will tell you this now. If you go near Mama Yalba again, I will kill you until Gaia no longer animates this form. And she turns the ignition back over, or
Julia.
probably never shut it off, and she speeds off. And you are left here in front of Pirate's Voyage, the place that, Theo, you were researching not less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sawyer's just kind of laying on the ground waiting for the pain to kick in, and it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, Theo is sitting up and holding her arm and just kind of rocking and then trying to think about what she remembers from Pirate's Voyage to like distract.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only thing that you all can remember right now, because you all had a discussion about it, is that the face of Pirate's Voyage is a man who rocks the pirate corps named Hunter Pierotte. And speaking of Hunter, we're going to move our scene now inside of Pirate's Voyage. And Hunter, right now, you're inside the showroom area of Pirate's Voyage. And you're on top of your very large showboat. And Caden has done an excellent job. He has laid everything out for a little date, if you wanted to call it such a thing. Caden certainly wants to call it such a thing. With Astrid. Astrid's running late. That's not unusual for her. But Caden has set up fake candles, not real fire. And he has music playing, and he's laid out champagne, even though he knows that neither of you are likely to enjoy it, although you might drink it. And she's like, and I think Miss Astrid will love it, sir. I think it's perfect.
You have gone above and beyond, as you always do. It's gonna be a good evening.
Yes, I am sorry that Miss Astrid's running late. I'm also sorry that, I know you had a meeting earlier with Galen, but he just left me a very, very strange message on my phone.
What'd he say?
He said he can't because something's wrong with Miss Victoria. And I don't know if I've ever even spoken to her, so I wouldn't know.
I hope you have not, but that is a problem
she seems
for another
lovely.
night.
She seems absolutely lovely, sir. I would never disparage such a wise woman.
That's a good way of putting it. So, you seem to have learned very quickly, and I'm, as always, in your debt. So,
I'm in yours, sir. What you've given, the gift that you've given me, it's a debt I could not repay.
Now, you remember that thing I mentioned about how you might feel a little different towards me? I know we were good friends before, but, take a stock of how you're feeling now since I shared the blood with you. Is it not more intense?
Yes, sir. I do feel a loyalty to you. I've always felt a loyalty to you. I've been working for you for going on 14 years now, but yes, I do feel like should someone come at you with a very large, pointy object, I would feel inclined to step in front of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not here to manipulate you.
I know that.
I'm here to test you. So, get a hold of yourself.
Held, sir. Held.
Good.
He takes out his tablet out of his little bag. And he says, and sir, the boat is looking beautiful. In a couple of nights, we can have that big party we were talking about, because we've had no issues with any of those explosions and whoever was behind it, that the guy who owned Club Karma. I haven't seen anything of the sort. It's been clean and clear and fine, and we're gonna have a good time. I have everything ready.
We're gonna have a good time, but I can't help but feel that this is a calm before the storm. He did not die, he got away, so we're still in trouble.
Well, I can only assume, sir. I did see Miss Victoria, when she came back, and she was, she looked like she'd been crisping out in the sun. So I can only imagine that whoever he was maybe is blowing in the wind along the shore right now.
Until I see proof, then I'm gonna stay a little bit conservative on my security.
Of course, sir. Sir?
Yeah?
We have
Is Astrid
people.
here?
No, we have people outside.
People? What people?
5 people.
5 people. Like the last 5 people?
You mean like the ones who gave me this? And he holds up his
Like the people that
spindly
blew
hand.
up my club?
Well, one of them certainly looks like like a Duskborn. He's looks like he's melting. It was like a wax candle.
Get the guns.
I don't have guns in the showroom, sir. This is
go
where
to
the
another
people
room.
come.
Yeah, I know. Let's move elsewhere. Quick.
Sir, if I may,
Yeah.
I would be inclined to perhaps practice the gift that you gave me. Perhaps I could scare them, and I'll leave the tablet with you, and you can watch on the cameras to see if they try anything funny, and then you can save me or not. Save me or run, whichever seems to be like the better option.
I don't like 5v1. I will be very close behind you.
Of course, sir. Just don't look directly at me, because I've noticed that when I was practicing earlier that anyone sort of caught in my radius is affected.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm sure you're very scary.
Thank you, sir. So, Caden heads out.
And I had to go and get my my gun.
Yes.
And then follow behind
I
him.
imagine, Mr. Pirro, that your gun doesn't leave your holster at any point. Showroom or not.
I suppose not. Yeah, in that case, I follow behind him and keep a firm grip.
Mm-hmm. Caden will activate Daunt with 4 successes. So, now let's move back outside. All 5 of you are now stranded, let's say, at Pirate's Voyage. All you heard from Julia was that this is where the leeches go, or this is where the leeches are, or something to that effect. What do you do?
Are you guys all right?
No, but yeah, fine. I'll try to get up, dust myself off.
Help
Anybody
my
hurt?
friends up.
Yeah, Sawyer's just kind of splayed out on the ground, just
I'll go over to Sawyer and crouch down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't. And Sawyer's just gonna kind of sit up. I'm fine. I'm fine. I just fell off of a truck, and I'm fine.
Well, that makes one of us.
Are you okay? And
Yeah.
what's up with your arm?
It just hurts, you know. I scraped it. Maybe sprained. I don't know.
Oh,
I've never been one for taking pain well. But it's fine.
we need to find you a first aid
Get
kit or
used to
something. Hey, Ramon, when did your sister become such a bitch?
Yeah,
Sounds-
that's gave me a run
Unintended.
for my money.
Sounds like somewhere within the 2 weeks she was gone. She was, she kept, I don't know, she got real, it sounds like a cult. It could be some new, like, crisis of faith. I don't know.
What was she saying?
Yeah, couldn't really hear over everybody being tossed around like that.
She-
So
Yeah.
Called herself a wolf, but not a wolf. Said that my uncle has something to do with it, and that her totem is different than his.
that sounds a
And
bit
then-
culty.
It's a little cold.
Yeah.
And then something about Gaia.
Yeah.
She said that I died, and that if I went to see Alba and my mother, that she would kill me. Which
What?
The
doesn't
fuck?
seem to make much sense if I'm
Oh.
already dead.
No.
I mean, you look like
Wha-
death, but we're all standing here.
It doesn't make any sense.
Are
Hunter,
we?
over by the door, Caden had already turned on the intercom, but only the one where you can listen on the outside, not hear what people are saying on the inside. And you are privy to that entire conversation.
Oh dear. Caden,
I don't think they're here to hurt us, sir.
go out and scare them anyway.
Okay. All of you see a a door, or here. The door of Pirate's Voyage opens. It's a large door. It's about 15 feet tall. And it opens, and you see a very pleasant-looking young man standing there. He's wearing a polo shirt and khakis. But he has a very strange hand. One of his hands, his left hand, looks normal, but his right hand is long, spindly, and looks more like a tree branch than a hand. It's very unnatural. And I need everyone to make intelligence and resolve rolls, please. You're looking to beat 4.
Can count.
3.
3 for Ruby.
So I'm in a strange situation, and I always find myself in a situation I always forget. I have two. I have a crit on the black dice, but I also have a standing crit on the hunger dice.
Makes it for a messy critical.
Okay, I thought so. That's 6 successes with a messy crit.
Yep.
Five successes with a messy crit.
Yep.
5 normal.
Mhm.
Thank God.
I have 2.
Okay, so here's what happens. Ruby and Tex, you are suddenly terrified. It's a deep inner fear that you are unfamiliar with. It's like being a child again, afraid of the dark, and this person dressed like a cruise director is suddenly the very embodiment of fear, and you cannot bring yourself to look at him. Theo, he looks perfectly average to you, save for the hand, and you do not feel compelled to back away or react the way 2 of your friends are. Ramón and Sawyer, neither of you feel like you need to be frightened of him. But what you do feel is hungrier. Increased by 2, please. Which would put everyone here in this group at 4 hunger.
I'm at 3.
You are at 3 hunger?
He's the only one that made the
That's correct.
check.
So
Yeah.
everyone besides Ruby still starving.
Voice of reason.
Sawyer's gonna take 1 step forward and stop.
Theo's gonna kind of straighten out and to also take a step forward, but a little in front of Sawyer.
Mm-hmm. Both of you are aware that Ruby and Tex cannot look at him and cannot approach. What can I do for you fine folks this evening?
Yes, hello. Sorry to drop in your parking lot like this. Seem to be a little lost. What was your name?
My name is Caden.
Hello, Caden. My name's Theodora. These are my friends. This one's Sawyer behind me. Ruby and Tex down back there, and Ramón.
He
seem to be a
side
bit of-
eyes Ramón a little bit longer.
Would I catch that?
Certainly, but it would not be abnormal because Ramón looks like he is
That's fair.
not well.
Seem to be in a little bit of a bind here.
It is very late. Could I ask why you are here at our entertainment venue? We are open from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. only.
We need a first aid kit.
Oh,
I highly doubt that.
I mean, my arm got a little messed up after I got tossed out of a car. We were just kind of dropped off here, actually. Said that there was someone here who could help us.
Yeah, we got told that we needed to stop by here exactly, and then got
Yes. Well, most of the Duskborn are out hunting, and the ones that are not, they are asleep because they tend to be more active during the day. So I'm not entirely sure.
What's a Duskborn? What does that mean? Hunting? Like you can't
Oh
hunt
dear,
in Myrtle Beach.
Mr. Pirro, I believe that this is
At this point, I walk past Caden, and I'm like, Caden, stop that. Turn it off. You don't need to try
Yes,
and
sir.
scare them.
Tex and Ruby, suddenly you no longer feel afraid of Caden.
You you 5 are completely ignorant of what has transpired to you.
It's been a long night.
Really long.
Well,
Would you mind
I
if
do
we
concede to you, sir, that perhaps Kananti is not in the breeze.
Oh, maybe he's not dead? Oh,
Well,
right.
sir,
Oh,
at least I admit when I am wrong.
I appreciate that. Perhaps, actually, can I get a sense of their hunger with animalism?
With Sense the Beast? Yes, please roll that for me.
Yeah, Sawyer's gonna ask, would you mind if we maybe came inside and was kind of looking at Theo's arm and looking at Tex and...
I got 2. And so I spend a moment sizing you all up.
Even with 2, most of them are at 4 hunger. I would say you'd be able to tell that they are at least hungrier than average.
Would you mind, Caden, going and finding some of my friends' friends? They
Well,
look
sir,
thirsty.
I did have a couple of blood dolls coming for your date from the treasure club. Do you want them or something else?
Them, they are more hungry than that. Go find someone else,
Oh, yes, sir.
if you can.
I can.
Are they whispering? Or can we pick-
Yeah, I'm whispering to him.
I would say, Hunter, that you would have taught Caden your cryptolect.
Oh. So yeah, I'm saying like weird words in a weird order in between various like clicks and winks.
Mm-hmm. And Caden is replying in kind. They seem to understand each other.
Cult too.
In.
Are you a part of my sister's... I don't know what she calls it. I don't know what
Fucking
you would
cult?
call it.
I'm not part of a cult. What's his sister's name? And at this point, I'm propping open the doors and like pointing inside for you all.
Theo will definitely take a step in, just walking.
Yeah.
I will too.
Yeah, Sawyer will fall in step and just kind of looking around. That feeling in their stomach and chest, just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
My question is to you then, Hunter. Where would you like to take them?
I like the back office because I do not want to get blood on the boat.
Understood. So, Hunter leads you all to a very spacious and large back office. And as you walk through the lobby of Pirate's Voyage, which is where you are currently, you can see a little bit of damage, a little bit of smoke damage. Looks like there are some pieces of the wall that have fallen away. You all know that this was under those gas leaks, those explosions that you read about in the news. And you can see that calling this a pirate museum, Theo, is being extraordinarily generous. This is likely just a way for Hunter to collect even more money from the city by having it be a museum. You see some things laid out, but they don't look particularly interesting. There's like some like doubloons and like something that looks like a treasure map, but if there are things here, it's very likely that Hunter keeps them somewhere that's not for public view for his own personal collection. And that is confirmed as you follow him into the back to his office. Now here, you see actual pirate paraphernalia, authentic things as well. You see a sexton that looks like it might be from the 18th century. You see a model of Blackbeard's ship, and you see a tire in a vitrine of someone wearing actual pirate garb. All sorts of really priceless, precious pieces, all pristinely displayed. And Hunter, you have your big desk with the ship's wheels on it, and your big leather chair. Do you have places for people to sit here?
I do. Yes. A variety of chairs on the opposite side of the desk.
Mm-hmm. As all you enter, Caden comes in scurrying behind you, and he lays out 5 blood bags. Sir, the blood dolls are coming. Hopefully this will suffice for just... They should be here soon.
Yeah, hold off on bringing them in.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, is this like part of the whole tour thing?
No, this is only for VIPs, of which you appear to be some. Do you know what you are?
No.
I'm Ruby. This is Ramón.
Getting gradually more pissed off.
No, that's fair. I don't mean to be cryptic. I just understand that you are on a short fuse right now.
Agitated would be putting it lightly, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to end up on the wrong side of that. That's happened before. My name is Hunter Pierro, and I would like to help you.
Okay.
Could I get your names?
I'm Ruby.
Ruby.
Theodora.
Theodora. Ramón, right?
Ramón.
And the other two?
Sawyer.
Tex.
Sawyer and Tex. Okay. Now we are all acquainted. I would very much like, in as uncomfortable as it may be, for you to briefly describe to me what has happened to you.
We went to a Piggly Wiggly to go get some ice and maybe some snacks. And then all of a sudden we ended up in the most disgusting freezer I've ever seen. And then
we were attacked.
We were attacked. That's how I ended up in the freezer.
Yeah, I was at the front door, and this person walked in and locked it, and
someone came up behind
like they were
me.
saying, locked
Said
us.
it would be quick.
Okay.
And then his sister showed up, but like she wasn't human. Like she was like this like dog hybrid kind of thing. It's.
She kept talking real strange, talking about Gaia and totems and saying she was wolf.
Oh,
Caden's
wolf?
Said
standing
we were
in the
killers.
back. Caden standing in the back signs to you, Hunter. Are they talking about Gangrel, like Isaiah?
Nope. No, they are not. Right. Okay, well, I can assure you that within these walls I can make sure that you will all come to no harm. No one will attack you. However, there are some facts of your existence that have changed. Have you heard of vampires?
Theo will start laughing.
Like what we do in the shadows?
Like
Or
what I
Twilight?
studied for.
Dude,
I mean,
don't
we've done a
fucking-
couple soundtracks for some sci-fi movies, yeah. But
This...
Yeah, you could say I've heard of vampires.
Okay, then you are familiar with the concept of a night-dwelling, blood-drinking, bestial person.
Yeah.
That thing you are feeling, that hunger, that drive, that you may be trying to resist right now is something that has been given to you because you were murdered and reanimated using the blood of a vampire.
Wait. Y'all's teeth.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't
It
make
is
any
true.
sense.
Ramón, Theo, and Sawyer, you do feel fangs in your mouth, elongated incisors that were not there earlier today.
I have a question for the storyteller.
I perhaps have an answer.
Is there any rolls I could make from my studies about anything I've heard tonight? Anything that's been talked about?
No roll required, really. Mythos and legends of vampires would certainly be something you would have come across while working on your thesis in the occult, but the idea of it being real, and the idea of someone like Hunter, who you all saw his Instagram fan page earlier today, that he would be walking amongst people and be a vampire seems completely ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But, and yet.
And yeah.
Come on. Be real with us. Like, I know this is all weird, but
If this is supposed to be like a lighthearted joke to like lift our spirits, it's not working, man.
So, like you were saying, Ramon, we died.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
You know, I hate to admit that I'm still listening. Kind of does.
Because I'm starving right now.
Yeah, me too.
And that smells so good.
why do those smell good?
Because they're blood bags.
Sawyer, although it smells good because it's blood, something about you is repulsed by the idea of drinking from a blood bag.
It's not the oh, fuck, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's not the same as when we were gonna eat Harley. Because that's what we're gonna do.
No, yeah.
That hooks. Man, I saved your ex-boyfriend's life, by the way.
Shame.
Somehow I appreciate that, and I'm also a little pissed off, but that's fine.
Sir, I
Same.
don't mean to step on your toes, but I do believe that y'all shouldn't be celebrating the idea of almost eating someone. I do believe we discussed that, sir.
No, eating people is, or murdering someone is something that you should all continue to maintain a civil and moral disdain for. There are rules.
Is this the part of the movie where you lay down the law and let us know those rules?
They're not my rules.
Whose rules are they then?
Yeah.
The Duskborn? Is that what you were saying? Sawyer's pointing to Caden.
Sure.
That's what y'all call yourselves. I didn't come up with it.
The
Bring to it.
Society of Night-Dwelling Creatures. It is, forgive the theatrics, a consensus among some of us that we should hide what we are, take what we need, and not hurt anybody in the process. Unfortunately, at the stage you're at right now, that is going to be extremely difficult. So I suggest you either take one of these blood bags or follow me to, or try and restrain yourselves while drinking one of my associates. Else that decision will be made for you by that, well, the monster that you feel inside. Then we can have a little more civil conversation.
Theo will step up and grab a blood bag and
Ruby.
look at it.
Ruby grabs one too, sniffs at it.
It smells delicious. It doesn't smell as good as Harley did, but it smells satisfying. Anyone else?
Sawyer just kind of looks around. Fuck it. And Sawyer's gonna grab the bag and bite into it.
Theo at that will kind of, and bottoms up.
Tex gives in the peer pressure and reaches for one, just very hesitantly.
Do you bite into it?
As much as normal teeth can.
Yeah, you can just pull the tab.
Okay, that too.
And Ramón.
I'm gonna take the bag and I don't think I'm gonna stop watching Hunter. I don't know if this is. And I guess I don't know if this is real yet. I guess.
Try it. You'll feel better after. And if you don't, well, I can see what else I could do for you.
Ramón will drink.
Ramón, Tex, Theo, and Ruby, as you either bite or open the bag, all of you feel like this is it's almost the feeling of being thirsty and lost in a desert and finally getting a cool drink of water. It is the most satisfying. It is better than the best wines that you've ever had. This is all you need. You have no idea how you ever survived or lived without this type of sustenance. And you drink it down. But Sawyer, you rip it open with your teeth. You start trying to drink it. And immediately, maybe that monster that Hunter was talking about, recoils. It hates it. It's blood and it smells like it should help you, but it doesn't. And you are going to retch it up.
Yes, Sawyer's gonna look to see if there's anything like a plant or like a trash bag, like trash bin, and
It'll be like a paper bin next to you.
Yeah, yeah, and just hurl.
Yep. And out it comes as soon as it went in. And you do not feel good or any better, whereas everyone else can remove one hunger, and one hunger only. And Caden will signal to you, Hunter, that's very strange, sir.
Oh my! I'm still hungry.
You okay?
I don't feel good. I don't.
No, that's... We can deal with that. Who's the strongest amongst you?
Immediately turn to Ruby.
Yeah, we all look at Ruby.
Hi.
Ruby. I'm sure you are all responsible for each other, being friends and all.
Mm-hmm.
Sawyer here is about to attempt to keep control of themselves, and it is your responsibility, if it looks like they are unable to do so, to pull them away from this person.
Okay. Sawyer, I'll stand right behind you.
I'll be here too.
Josh, intelligence and occult, please.
Oh. I have dice for that, sort of.
If only Astrid were here. That's Astrid's
God.
best roll.
I got 2 successes.
That's enough. So you are a kindred who has made many friends over the years, and you've rubbed elbows with lots of different clans. What Sawyer's exhibiting now, you are more than certain they are all Thin Bloods, but what Sawyer is exhibiting reminds you of this, really annoying venture that you knew once.
Of course.
It was one of the few times you decided to head up north, and it was some Wall Street asshole. That's what it reminds you of. He could only eat people with blue eyes. It was so weird.
That is... Oh. Well... This might sound weird. Caden, bring in both of the blood dolls.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you find, perhaps attractive in other people?
That's a loaded question. But what's that supposed to mean?
There are many advantages about what you're all experiencing right now, and it may not feel that way because you are all on the shitty end of the stick. You all have a curse now, and it seems that, Sawyer, you are exhibiting a specific one in which your, how do I say this? Your palate is refined.
Sawyer, look at you.
I'm going to
Expensive
be real
taste.
picky.
There's
Thought that
different
was me.
flavors
As
of blood.
soon as Ramón says expensive taste, immediately all you can think about is drinking the blood of all those rich kids that you knew growing up when your parents would force you to the country club. That's all you can think about.
Yeah.
Right.
Now that you think, I think about it, yeah, you might have a point, Hunter.
So Caden opens the door, and in come two very specifically dressed people. I'm sorry, sir. This was meant for Miss Astrid. I thought it would be funny. And both of them are dressed like sort of wench attire, as if they would be serving in a bar. Sorry.
What? Actually, that is a pretty good joke.
I thought it was very funny.
We might have to cancel my date.
Yes, I have already texted Miss Astrid, and she told you that you are a very good daddy.
Well, priorities. Tell the Baron.
I can't call him that again, sir. He won't respond to me when I call him that.
He'll respond to you when you tell him I think Canante's on the warpath.
Yes, sir.
Creating Thin Bloods. This is dangerous.
Yes, sir.
Make sure to call in the Baron.
Yes, sir. This is Michael, and this is Jocelyn. Please don't kill them, because the Treasure Club will absolutely kill me.
Absolutely.
I can't deal with Ike. I can't deal with him, sir.
No one can. The two of you, do you come from money?
They both look very confused.
Are your mommies and daddies, whoever, rich? Are you wealthy?
I don't think I'd be doing this if I was rich.
Worth a shot? Okay, we're gonna do something that I do not like. Which among you are hungry? Sawyer, not you.
All of you could still eat.
Yeah, I'm so hungry.
God damn it. Okay, remember what I said, Ruby, about responsibility. One at a time. If they look woozy, you stop. I need you to be as clear-headed as possible for what I'm about to tell you. Sawyer? I look around for a cup.
You have an antique cup made out of like whalebone.
It'll do. Am I pretty sure that vampire blood does not have the same effect as mortal
I don't think
when
you
it comes to the... Okay, well, I'm gonna try a little bit then. And I get out fancy knife from my desk drawer, and I poke my palm, and I squeeze my fist into the cup just a little bit, and I hand that to Sawyer.
Sawyer, his blood smells amazing.
Without hesitation, Sawyer just downs the cup.
and there is no retching that follows after it. You may remove 1 hunger dice. And as you drink his blood, you suddenly think, this hunter guy, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's on the level. He's on the money.
Yeah.
He really wants to help us.
Sawyer's gonna kind of wipe their mouth. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So, while all of you sort of make the decision about whether or not you're going to make the attempt to have a drink from living people, and Sawyer, whether you're going to work up the courage to ask for more because you are still hungry, we are going to take a very short break. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We left our coterie discovering that it is blood that they need to solve the issues with this gnawing, aching hunger, appetite inside of them. Hunter so very kindly has provided them not only blood bags, but also blood dolls, as well as his own blood to Sawyer, who, for some reason, although they are thin blood, seem to have an issue with drinking unpalatable blood. As Hunter said, they seem to have a refined palate. So, right now standing before you is Michael and Jocelyn, and they are dressed in cheap Halloween pirate costumes. Hunter has invited you all to partake of their blood and asked Ruby to make sure that none of you get too friendly. Who would like to go first?
I'll step up.
To which one?
To Jocelyn.
Jocelyn looks very excited. Strange, but she immediately starts offering her wrists. She pulls, even though her blouse comes down, she pulls it down farther and removes her hair. She looks excited.
So cliche. I've never really done this before.
But, I recommend the neck.
Per your recommendation. And I'll kind of try to angle, and it's a little awkward. And
she doesn't make it awkward. She is completely pliable to your pleasure. She bends down so that she is at equal height with you. She's quite tall. And she leans herself into you, but does not lean against you if you do not want her to.
Right. And I will drink.
What hunger are you at?
I'm at 3.
How much are you planning on taking?
2 if I can.
Certainly can. So, you drink. It's divine, Theo. You are a child of extreme wealth and privilege. You've tasted caviar. You've tasted the best foods in the best restaurants all over the world. It's nothing compared to this. This is everything to you right now. And as you take 2 dots and you remove your fangs, you see that the blood is still coming out of her neck and pouring down onto her chest and breast. And she looks very woozy.
You want to lick that?
Oh, no. And I lick, try to still feeling a little awkward, but more just feeling much better.
Mm-hmm. You do feel much better. So you lick against her neck, the wounds evaporate as if they were never there.
Huh.
It is definitely not something you read about in your books.
Fancy that.
And Caden signals to you, Hunter, who's standing awkwardly in the corner. They shouldn't take so much if they're all going to share.
I stand up and lead the one that just had blood taken from them out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And just say, supply is limited nowadays, so a little bit more restraint than your friend showed. But please, both of you, all of you.
I would say Ramón and Tex would be the ones who would be the ones to feed. As Ruby, you are slightly less hungry than your friends. So, Michael is ready. He is bare-chested and just wearing what looks like a kilt. Perhaps he misunderstood what pirate actually meant, or perhaps he's a Scottish pirate. And he holds his arms open to you.
I'll gesture Tex forward. I'll hold off until I see how with supply being limited, how he reacts.
Tex.
I mean, I appreciate you for being polite, but I don't have the poker. I don't have things like y'all. I don't think my teeth are fine.
Do you want me?
Michael takes the initiative and he pulls out what looks like wherever he got this kilt from was somewhere authentic, and he pulls out a small dirk out of his kilt, and he slices his wrist this way, not the dangerous way, and holds it out to you. I've been in this position before. You don't need to worry.
I don't know if that's encouraging or not. That's a little concerning. I'm just gonna say it. And they shut themselves up, lips to wrist.
How much do you take, Tex?
Just one.
All right. It's divine. It's delicious. And with your strange new ability to see things in a different way, the blood sparkles as it flows into your mouth. Now, Ramón.
Cool.
He is this individual, Michael, is he still cognizant? And
He seems to be. He turns to you, and still with the opened wound. Tex, even if Tex tried to lick it, it wouldn't have closed.
this is okay?
I would prefer that you use fangs if you have them.
I'll go to him and try to do what Theo did and lick the wound close on his wrist before I
It doesn't do
move up
anything. But as you rake your tongue across his wrist, it tastes amazing. It's better than anything your mother ever cooked.
I will drink deeply.
How deeply do you drink?
I think that with how it tastes, I don't know if after everything that Ramon's gone through tonight, if he would stop us of his own accord.
Well, let's find out. Roll me your unspent willpower.
Yep.
All of you see as Ramón feeds, the look on Michael's face, the only adjective that you could use to describe it would be one of ecstasy and bliss.
So, of a pool of 5 dice, 3 of them being hunger dice, 3 of them
Okay,
wounded.
so let's roll that again. Willpower is only black dice. No
Oh,
hunger
track and
dice.
all. Yep. That is two successes.
It's not quite enough. I was looking for 3 successes. So, Ramón keeps drinking, and all of you are watching him. And Hunter, you more than anyone here would know that this is going too far. Michael is starting to fall to his knees.
Yeah, I slam my hands on the table and stand up. Somebody stop him.
I go ahead. I'm
Yep.
right behind Ramón anyway, and I'm just gonna grab him and.
Sawyer, are you
Fine,
going to
cool.
assist your bestie, Hunter?
Absolutely. Hunter's like the best. So like if Hunter wants it to stop, I mean, he's been nothing but cordial to us. Like he made sure we ate. Like I'm gonna do this for him.
So, Ruby,
It's not weird.
Strength and brawl, add, and Sawyer, how many dots in strength do you have?
1 second. That would be one. Yeah.
Add 1 dice to your pool, Ruby. For Sawyer's
All right.
assistance, and we'll see how assisting it is.
Let's see. Fuck. Oh.
You may spend willpower if you like.
Cause I got the 1 red and 1 black 10, so I think I'll go ahead.
Well, Ruby,
but-
immediately, you leap into action. Sawyer does too, right beside you. It's weird. Sawyer's never been a strong person. And you're able to immediately rip Ramón off of Michael, who does actually fall to his knees. But, Ruby, you didn't get to feed. And you are still hungry. And you are going to bite into Ramón's neck.
Okay.
But the problem is you don't have fangs. So, Hunter, you are currently witnessing Ruby, fangless, trying to rip into Ramón's neck. And she's strong. She's very strong, even for a thin blood. And Ramón, please take 2 superficial damage as Ruby is harming you.
Yeah, okay, so at this point, things are starting to domino in a way I don't like. So I'm going to turn on Daunt.
So that's
And-
your charisma and your manipulation. Who are you using it on specifically?
Specifically Ruby.
Intelligence and resolve, please.
Intelligence and resolve.
Yes. And what else? What would you like to say? What would you like to do, Hunter?
I would like to just point at Ruby and say, "Get off him. Everyone calm down."
I would also like to remind you, you have compel if you would prefer to use that instead.
Ooh, that might work.
Is it the same roll for me?
Intelligence and resolve, yes, it's the same.
Okay. 2.
For daunt or compel?
For compel.
For compel. Okay. So, Hunter, you stand up from the table after you'd already slammed your hands down, and you walk right over to Ruby, who is right now sort of grappling Ramón and biting into him with no fangs. And you catch her eyes, and please say what you want to say.
Stand over there. And I point to a corner.
And Ruby, immediately you stop biting Ramón, and you back away from him, completely non-aggressive, and stand in the corner. Ramón, did you put down your damage?
I did.
Okay. Now, Sawyer, Tex, and Theo. What's an insight, please?
Five successes.
2 successes.
Tex, you realize that Ruby might have the same issue as you of not having fangs, that none came out as she was biting onto Ramón. But Sawyer, with 5 successes, you remember something very similar happening twice while you're on the beach. Remember the bartender who forced Harley to go to the parking lot by only having to tell him to do so, and by the same bartender forcing Tex to have a drink, even though Tex explicitly said that they didn't want one.
Ramón, you okay? You good?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Ruby, are you good?
Am I back in my normal head, or is
No, nothing has happened to Hunter to break the dominate or force him to recheck it. So nope, you are just going to stand in that corner and not say anything.
Ruby, are you all right?
Hunter, do you let Ruby go from your compulsion?
Yeah, I just kind of turn around and sit back down and leave Ruby.
Ruby, you feel free, like you can walk and talk and have your own free will back.
You okay?
Are you okay? I bit you.
Yeah, but it was...
That's not something that I wanted to do, though. That's not something that I chose. You know that, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I don't have... Fuck.
Hey, Captain,
Ahoy.
what did you do to her?
I was going to ask the same thing, actually.
Yeah, actually, I did have a question. I've seen that before, guys.
That's right.
You might have if before you got attacked.
Well, hold on. We were at the beach,
Mhm.
and he made him go to the parking lot.
It is a skill
Before
of command.
Yeah, Frankie said, go to the parking lot or something.
Hold up, who?
Frankie?
Yeah, the
It's a
bartender
bartender?
at the beach
Parma.
party.
Yeah.
Um,
Club Parma.
yeah, and then he sent us to that Piggly Wiggly for ice.
Yeah.
And that's when we got attacked.
That's when we got.
Frankie did this.
Do you know
Fuck.
Frankie?
I know Frankie. Yeah,
Caden immediately starts getting Michael up to his feet and out of the room.
I saved his life. He took an exception to that and has made it his last mission to make mine miserable.
Why would he do
Sometimes.
that?
Yeah, that doesn't seem fair. You seem like a pretty stand-up guy.
Yeah, that's kind of why that happened.
That
You're feeling
seems-
pretty friendly, right? Like I'm a good guy?
I mean, you are. I mean, you've been nothing but helpful to us. And is it weird to say you taste good? I think that's not something I should have ever said out loud. I'm sorry. Anyway,
I'll take it. The blood has other abilities. Drinking another vampire's blood binds you to them in a positive manner. If I was to feed you multiple times, you would become a puppet to me. Now, don't get me wrong, I've done this to make sure that you're all clear-headed. I have no ill intention, but I did do that a little bit to Frankie. He had information and I needed it.
So he's mad at you, and how did we get involved in this?
There is a war between various factions of vampires. It sounds like it's out of a movie because, well, imagine us as mobsters. We all have our own rules, we all have our own turf, but others do not respect that, and that is when we have to make things explode.
So what we saw on the news, the gas leaks, those aren't actually gas
Not
leaks.
gas leaks.
Theo's right.
Therefore, and you are unfortunately caught in the middle.
Caden, who has returned, signals to you, Hunter. I don't know where the gas leak rumor came from either. I still haven't found out. It wasn't me.
So what happens now exactly?
Yeah, how do we fix this?
I'm gonna guess we can't.
I'm not the person to ask about that. You are, in some ways, weaker, less controlled by your blood than I would be. So there may be a way to fix it. But I can't tell you what it is. Because I have never heard of anyone relieving themselves of this curse.
Oh, okay. You used a couple names. You said you've said Duskborn and Thin Blood, and you said Duskborn's what we call ourselves. So are there like a lot of us, or
There are others. Similarly to yourselves, they're being created in what I can only assume are mass murders. And that is the group that I and some of my friends are trying to stop.
What group?
Well, they have been pretending to be a lot of different groups recently. At the nightclub, Club Karma. They call themselves the Sabbat, and we call ourselves, well, I suppose I've never called myself this, but Anarchs. We believe in personal freedoms.
I can get down with that.
As long as the society itself is working. And we are protecting each other and the mortal people that we use for food. However, others, these Sabbat, do not believe in those freedoms. They believe that they should give themselves over to what you have all experienced as impulse. To feed, to kill, to hurt, to maim. That is what they are driven by. And they do not care who knows what. And they do not care who gets hurt in the process of them acquiring power and blood and everything that you could wish for. And that is what they will offer you if you go out into the night. Beyond here, I unfortunately cannot protect you.
Tex, excuse me. Just a reminder, one of your abilities allows you, at the risk of increasing your hunger, to determine if a statement is a lie. At any point, you just need to let me know and you can use it.
You know, I'll give it a shot now.
Okay?
This is a lot of being hurled at us.
Certainly. So please use intelligence and your discipline.
All right. That is 2 successes.
And a rouse check, please.
All right. Okay. I don't get hungrier.
Okay. So, as you listen to Mr. Pyrocore talk, you see maybe something shimmering around him. Maybe it's an aura. You're not really sure. Your eyes don't operate the way that they used to. And around him, nothing changes. It remains clear. And you get this feeling that, although there's no way to know if what he's saying is an objective truth, it is at the very least true to him. What he is telling you all is his truth.
And they're going to keep that to themselves.
All right.
so? What you're saying is the Sabbat are a whole. You said mobsters, so like they're a whole rival gang. And then you have the Anarchs, which is you, I guess. And you keep talking about mortals.
Yeah, where do they
Yes.
fit in all of this?
Where does what fit?
Mortals, I'm sorry.
Oh, for some they are playthings, and for others they are best avoided. For us, we try and I'm not going to pretend that we are kind always. We do control them sometimes to strengthen them, save them. But they are ultimately the thing that defines us and what holds us to the remainder of our humanity. So they must be protected, even if they don't know what we are.
So you're saying we can't tell anybody? Not that anybody would believe us, but
No.
Then what about, we have people who care about us. We have people who we care about. Like, how do you hide something like this from them?
Yeah, how do I go back home?
How do I get on an airplane? Ugh.
I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you that you are now a danger to people around you. And you should consider that before going back to people you love.
Caden raises his hand, his spindly hand that looks more like a tree branch. Forgive me if I'm overstepping, sir.
After you.
But I've heard from speaking with others back when we were in Tabor City that you can't just go back home simply because other vampires and other factions might not want you there, whether you're from there or not. You were
Yeah.
embraced here. I'm sorry, that's the term that they use. And you are allowed to stay here because that is the way it works, at least among Mr. Pirro's kind.
No. Please. I am begging you, please. Tell me you're joking. Please. You're not joking, are you? There's somebody who I love very much. Somebody who I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Somebody who I planned my entire future around. And you're telling me I can no longer see her again?
You are all in a unique position where both the rules of the undead apply to you. And you may be able to masquerade as human. But your lives will never be the same.
And even
And
if we try.
I'm sorry.
And even if we try, what I just did, I could do that.
and there wouldn't be a hunter to stop you.
Caden goes around behind your desk, Hunter, and pulls open one of your cabinets and pulls out a very thickly packed first aid kit and zips it around and pulls out a pair of stethoscopes, and goes over to Ramón, puts it in your ears and places it where your heart should be, and you don't hear anything beating. This might be unnecessary for you, sir. You don't look like you're alive. No offense.
Yeah.
And he takes it out of your ears and walks over to Theo, puts it against you, and it's the same thing. You don't hear your heart beating.
A sick joke.
And walks over to you, Tex, puts the stethoscope in your ears. And you have no heartbeat. Ruby, he approaches you. Would you allow him to do this?
Sure.
Puts it in your ears. For you, there is also no heartbeat. Finally, comes to you, Sawyer, puts it in your ears. But you do hear a heartbeat. And he sees it in your face. It's a very thin, it's barely there, but it is beating. Do you have a heartbeat?
Yeah.
Oh, sir, we almost never see this one.
What does that mean?
We have one other, his name's Tom, and he can go to the doctor. They can't tell. Oh, we did an experiment, and they can't tell. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be taking pleasure in this. I spend a lot of time with the Duskmourn because, they're around.
I mean, that doesn't seem fair.
Are you alive? Or I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so. It's.
I'm sure Hunter could tell you this, but all of you are different. Every thin blood I've ever met they're different from each other. They're unique. All of them unique.
Why? Why is there so much variation?
I don't know.
That is a very good question. I have heard of
Hunter, intelligence and a cult.
Oh God, okay. Good question.
I'm sorry. I don't think Irene was running around and teaching you about Cain and stuff.
One.
No idea. No clue.
And I stopped there after that's a very good question.
Yeah. Sawyer's like listening and like, yeah, my heart. It's.
I'll go feel Sawyer's pulse.
You can
Feel for it.
You can feel it. It's almost like Sawyer is it's a very low resting heart rate, like maybe in the 50s or the 40s beats per minute, but it's there. Strong.
Look at you.
I'm gonna go over to Ruby and just hug Ruby.
And I just sob into Ramon's shoulder.
I'm gonna whisper. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you that it's gonna be fine. But this dude is not our leader. You reacted the way you did because of me. He said himself that he can't protect us outside of this whatever. You can still have a life if you want it. We can try to make this better. I'm just gonna squeeze.
And I just squeeze him back. And I don't say anything. I can't say anything.
Caden, as Ramon and Ruby share a minute, Caden gestures to you. We have no more room, sir, in the barracks. We're still building the addition for all the Duskborn that are already here. We weren't anticipating more.
That's why they did it. Tell me more about what Frankie did.
Running a party for Club Karma
Yeah,
all by himself.
The club blew up, so they put it on the beach.
Mm-hmm. And he did that, telling people what to do twice, to text actually, at one point.
Okay.
And told us to go get ice, and I knew it was sus, but you know.
I mean, the money sounded
It was
nice.
Yeah.
Now, this is an idea that you may not like, but at some point, these people will probably come and find you, or expect you to come and find them, with the same questions that I was able to answer. You may be able to stop people ending up in the same situation as you.
I see the motherfuckers that did this to us, or as part of any group, I will rip their fucking heads off myself.
That is strong motivation, I hear there. Yes. I mean,
Is there any rules against that? You keep mentioning
I don't give a shit.
rules.
I mean,
Fair.
there are,
Subtext.
but
They fucking killed us.
this
An
is
eye for an eye.
This is war. You can't kill a dead person.
What's up, Tex? Are you doing okay?
I mean, I'm doing as well as the rest of us. I didn't mean to intro other than maybe instead of being so gung-ho, we think this through.
I agree.
That's
No,
all
if I ever
want to
find
say.
out who ripped into my neck, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
I mean, I don't
That's-
argue with you there.
That's understandable. But Mr. Pierotte,
Mhm.
what you described yourselves as mobsters, as gang members. I take it that if we kill these people, you have a lot to gain from that.
Absolutely, but I mean, I'm not forcing you to do anything. I've got enough on my plate as it is, and seems like there's no room at the inn right now.
So what happens? I'm assuming. I mean, Theo, you tell me, you're the folklore expert. What happens with sunlight? Is any of what we know accurate?
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. Actually, are we stuck to a 12-hour day-night cycle now?
Unfortunately, all I can give you is a maybe. Along with many other advantages, it might not seem like it when you are alive, but going out in the sun is a rare ability amongst the Duskborn.
It's about as rare as you having a heartbeat.
There's a chance.
There is a chance. However, the sun will hurt you if you don't have it.
Sir, speaking of, it's getting to be that time.
Well,
And you've already stayed here, so we need to get you elsewhere.
you can experiment here. You can stay for a while. I will,
If I may offer, we have, I took the liberty of purchasing one of the locations just off the beach. I thought maybe we could turn it into something where people could stay overnight and be very close to Pirate's Voyage. I took the initiative because you let me handle all your money. I wasn't going to tell you yet, but it'd be free and there's nobody there, so they could stay there. I would, if I could ask of all of you, because I need to stay on top of everything from Mr. Pirro. Who dropped you off? Who was that?
His sister.
Yeah, we got a ride from.
Did you tell her what you are? Is she
seem
one
to
of you?
know.
She could smell me.
She called us killers, and then
And leeches.
She
then
was-
we got tossed out of the back of the truck.
Sir?
Your arm doing any better, actually?
No, but it's fine.
Would this ring a bell for me?
You definitely... Now, the character of Hunter would definitely know about lupines, but would he
He's
know the
traveled a lot.
vernacular of the lupines, referring to vampires as leeches?
Vernacular, yes, I think. He would probably not have spoken to one. He would have run from them, though.
Certainly. What's your higher stat, intelligence or wits?
That's going to be wits.
Okay. Make me a straight wits roll or wits in occult? You said, I think you did say you had a dot in occult.
I do have a dot in occult, yeah.
And night is ending. If you'd like to use willpower, that would be certainly fine.
Oh, yeah. I can willpower. 2 dice.
Or rouse whatever. Power surge, blood surge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm a vampire.
I'm a thick blood. I can do that.
I'm one of them thick bloods. Oh god, that did not help. Okay, I have
Triple
2
Cs.
successes.
2 successes is enough for you to... Now, again, as we mentioned, Hunter has spent a lot of time traveling for reasons of his free spirit, his Wanderlust, and also because he has a particular issue with staying in one place too long. Mm-hmm. So, you would definitely have met other vampires who consider themselves lupine hunters. They definitely take a certain pride in taking down young werewolves. You've never... if you've seen a werewolf, you've definitely run in the other direction. You never stop to have a chat, go get a beer. But you would definitely have heard them talk about the vernacular that they use for vampires, which includes things like leeches, which includes things like calling themselves warriors for Gaia. Now, how they organize themselves and what their particular goal is, you have no idea.
This is a turn up for the books, but again, you've had a lot to absorb tonight. Your sister may be a lupine, a werewolf. Did you mention Gaia at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
There was also when she first came to the freezer, Ramón.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't exactly human at first.
They
No,
are
she wasn't.
dangerous, and you should not stay in the same place as them. If at all possible, you run.
That's my sister.
Then you might have a chance. But they are strong and fast, angry, and I don't know what being related to one would do.
All of them just don't like us.
It's not a hard and fast rule. Never is, but don't stick around to find out. Sorry.
She's not. And she's not dangerous to the rest of our family, the rest of the people that aren't lupine or vampires.
I can't say, I don't know. But all I know is they're dangerous to us.
Maybe
Okay.
that's why she... Sawyer's going to kind of look at Ramón and then trail off.
Sir, I will take them to the motel, to the Oceanside motel. Just give me your location so I can meet you there later.
You'll get a message.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry this happened to you all. I wish I could do more.
You don't have to apologize as me. These things happen. I didn't have anything to go back to anyway, so it's okay. Don't feel bad about it.
Thank you for your help and getting us a bite to eat. Appreciate it.
Are
Yeah.
you gonna be around for more help?
The fact that you got attacked means that I've got work to do. So, in the near future, no. But you can always contact me if you are in need. Did you get those weapons, Caden?
Yes, sir. They're just outside in the hall.
Like I say, I can't protect you, but you may be able to protect yourselves. Any of you know how to use knives, guns?
No.
I'm privy. I can shoot. Yeah. And not just finger guns.
I'd hope so with that accent.
Caden pulls in the large duffel bag, and he opens it up. And inside, you have Berettas, you have combat knives, batons, tasers, goodie bag, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up a Bowie knife if I can find one.
You can.
I will take the smallest, daintiest little dagger if there is one.
There's a combat knife. It's not dainty or small.
Perfect. Even better.
Any pistols in there?
There's a 9mm Beretta.
I'll go ahead and take the 9mm.
Do you take any clips, or just hope that it's loaded?
I do take however many clips I can. How many magazines I can fit.
I'd say you could fit about 3 in your pocket.
All right.
You're just wearing Bermuda shorts, as you said.
Yeah.
This is insane. This is absolutely fucking insane. And Sawyer's gonna grab just the first thing that they touch in the bag, and
First thing that you touch in the bag is what we would call, or what the old school word would be, a billy club, but it is a type of baton that if you flick it, it comes out. It's like a very thin end, just for.
yeah, because this fits.
Got any brass knuckles in there?
Maybe.
Yes.
If you don't mind, I'll take one of those too.
And Tex, do you look for the biggest gun or something more concealable?
Concealable, please.
Yep, there is also a 9mm Beretta in there for you as well. There's about 4 or 5 in there.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So everyone has weapons.
Pick one. Be polite.
You take one. You take one clip as well. Just not 3 like Ruby.
Yeah.
Caden doesn't seem to have any reaction or any worry. He says, "Sir, I will get them there, and I will get your message, and I'll send all those messages off that you told me to, and I'll tell Miss Astrid that you are A-okay."
Thank you very much. Any last questions, comments?
Is there any way to find out more information since you won't be available? Being so busy.
There are a few kindred around town that...
Family of yours?
My girlfriend would be the one to ask about what you are and political situation, but she is probably elsewhere by now.
Caden
so-
snorts. She's got her own political situation to deal with a faction that my boss didn't even mention.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the other faction? Might as well have
Camis.
it all on.
Camis.
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 Okay.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about them yet. But you will.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's cryptic, but what has it
That's ominous.
Caden, who's around who can help them out?
Well, the most knowledgeable person on the Grand Strand is Miss Victoria, and according to Galen, she's out of commission. Galen's also pretty knowledgeable, but he's out of commission, helping whatever's going on with her. Anthony is dealing with something. You know how secretive he is, and Stella's with him, so I don't know what they're doing. I haven't seen that That woman that Anthony knows, the one who wears the fencing outfit.
Oh,
I haven't seen her
Right.
at all when I took my count of everyone.
yeah, we're in
Isaiah
bounds.
doesn't seem like the brightest bulb, and Ike is an absolute bore. I don't think he would even care to talk to them.
Sure
We're
is.
on our own.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm hearing. Is we're on our own.
It
with
would
a
just
bunch
be
of-
momentarily. We are a little. What is the word, sir? We're a little on the outs, or a little
Short-staffed.
Short-staffed. That's an excellent way
Stretched
to
Putting
put
out
it.
fires.
Yes, and there's only a few of us left after the gas leaks, so we have to handle what we can handle.
Got it.
Got it.
Any last advice besides, don't kill anybody?
We're walking
Which
the
I
sun.
never thought would be a issue, or the sun.
I suppose something I've been learning about recently is this beast of yours. It can be a powerful ally, or it can be your worst nightmare. So please, trust yourselves and try and find a way to stay in control. And maybe take a moment to learn if you have any special abilities that either you haven't mentioned to me or you have yet to learn of.
How would we do that?
Focus on your blood. Touch that beast just a tiny bit and see what it gives you.
Okay.
Do that.
And then we can do the whole,
Maybe. Some people can disappear, some people can tell other people what to do. I myself, and I just create a small Eiffel Tower in my hand,
How
and then it explodes
cute.
in a firework.
Wow.
Wow.
that's something.
He's very fond of that one.
Seems like a useful. Okay, yeah. Focus on the blood. And
Yeah.
Sawyer's just gonna focus on their heartbeat. See if anything happens.
You listen to your heartbeat?
Mm-hmm.
It just sounds like your heartbeat. Very quiet. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. But Caden is... Now, Sawyer, you would recognize this look. Caden is very concerned about getting Hunter somewhere safe for the night. I don't really understand why, because he's in a building and there should be no reason that he can't stay away from the sun in this building. But he's very concerned about getting Hunter away from here.
Hunter, on the converse,
Which
does
is-
not seem...
Which is understandable. So, you seem like you got to be somewhere, Hunter. And I give you my phone number, but I don't have a phone. But if there's anything you need, like,
Mr. Pirro
can
will
get a
get in
hold of
contact with all of you when
us.
we have time. But right now he needs to make his egress, and we need to get you all somewhere safe. And when we have put out the fires, as Mr. Pirro said, we will get into contact with you. Or I will, at the very least.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'd be getting in somebody's car with our weapons and our vague and ominous advice.
It's a shuttle.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I also bought a shuttle, sir, for the hotel.
Of course.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Pierotte.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And don't thank me yet. There's a few more nights left before that can happen. Good luck. And I just kind of follow Caden out the door and wait for everyone to leave with him. Kind of wave by the door.
So Caden ushers all of you out. He's not wasting any time, and he keeps looking back at Hunter because you all sort of get the feeling that Hunter does what Hunter wants to do, no matter how much Caden tries to mother him about certain things.
When we get in the van, since I'm the only one with my phone, I'm just going to open it, see if I've gotten any messages or anything like that.
You have. It's a message from Esther. It's a picture of her on a plane. And she says, "Babe, I'm spending the weekend with you." She sent it about 4 hours ago, right around the time that you were attacked. And you know that the plane distance from from Boston to Myrtle Beach is about 90 minutes.
I'm not going to say anything while we're in the car. I'm going to wait till we get in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to look like I'm on the brink of a nervous breakdown the entire time.
Yep. As Caden drives, he's driving a little fast. It's not far. He just basically cuts across this 4-lane highway and heads over to this very dark, completely abandoned looking hotel. He opens the shuttle doors for everyone and he hops out. Theo and Sawyer, both of you are feeling very tired, very lethargic. As the hours have ticked by, you felt more and more tired. You feel like at any moment you're going to drop. The rest of you, not so much. You don't feel anything, except for Ruby, perhaps you feel dread. Caden jaunts up the stairs, 2 flights to the very top. And he has his ring of keys, and he's slipping through them. And he opens them. And what opens to you is a completely dark room. And when I say dark, I mean Caden has taken the time to completely black this room out. It's at the very top floor, and it's in a corner, so it maybe wouldn't be noticeable to anyone walking by outside, but clearly he has put this together even before the hotel has been put into use or been renovated, in case Hunter needs somewhere to go. That is very apparent from the way it looks, because there is pirate paraphernalia in here, including bed sheets with ship's wheels on it. And nice ones, too. Yes, so please, here is the key, and he takes it off his ring. Please spend as much time here as you need to. Like I said, we will be in contact with you when we are ready. I offer my condolences on behalf of Mr. Pirro and myself for your current condition. Try and not leave too much, because it's dangerous. And he again waves his treat hand. I didn't always look like this.
Sorry, I'm just feeling a little tired. So what do we do for food?
Well, you have to hunt, and hunting can be any range of things. For you, it's particular, but if you can find rats, if you can find people walking on the street that you can be subterfuged with, you can maybe break into the hospital, but I wouldn't recommend it because that seems like a dangerous occupation. I'm sorry, I can't be of more assistance. We provided you with everything that I currently had.
It's okay.
But based on the way that you and this young lady here are looking, you are gonna need to be inside very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get inside then. Thank you. Please thank Hunter for us again.
I will do so. Goodbye, Dustborn. Caden jaunts back down the stairs and pulls away in the shuttle.
Got a nice ring to it, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, there's worse things I've been called.
Hey, never mind, Sawyer. I'll talk to you about it later. You said you're getting tired.
No. I'm still here. What, Ramon?
Dude, you said you didn't have much to go back to. Are you good?
I'm
I mean, I know things aren't great with your ex, but
she's my yeah.
Were you planning on not going back?
I mean, Sawyer's gonna kind of get inside and sit down.
I will sit next to them.
Can't get worse, right? I mean, Morgan kicked me to the curb about 6 months ago. Well, like a year, but the divorce got finalized like 6 months ago.
I thought you guys were just like on the outs, like,
or at least.
Yeah, I thought you guys were like just. I mean, it's complicated. Was the status for so long? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it started when my parents kind of cut me off entirely.
Dude, you never said anything. What?
You know, you guys had your own lives going on. You were still, going to school, and like text said they were doing great, and Theo, you had your thesis, and Ramón, you got. I didn't want to burden you guys.
As you say that, Sawyer, that you didn't want to burden them, you start where you're sitting on the bed. You start just leaning back, getting more comfortable. And Theo, you follow suit. Mm-hmm. It's almost not a conscious decision on your part. And both of you close your eyes as the sun starts to come up. Of course, Ruby, you're the only one with a ability to check your phone, check the time. But Tex, Ramón, and Ruby, you are awake. You are tired, of course. You've had a very long day, but you don't feel this unnatural compulsion to sleep. And you look at Sawyer and Theo, and they look dead. They are not moving and just lying there together in the exact position that they had laid down in.
I wish they would have told us.
Yeah. I mean, we have all been pretty busy. We haven't really talked like we used to, huh?
Yeah, this is fucked. This is fucked. This is like saying sorry at a funeral.
I mean, it's not like we're not never mind. I guess this could be considered a funeral. We're all dead anyway.
It's about to get worse.
As you say that, Ruby, before you can tell your friends about the message that you receive another message. This one from Frankie. And it says, "Hey Ruby, you never came back with my ice. You owe me $200. Meet me Broadway at the beach tomorrow night. The Big Pyramid. Or I'll find you."
I type back, "I'll see you there, fucker."
And he responds, "I like 'em fiery." Which is what he said to you that night on the beach when you got into that altercation with Harley. Before you can even tell your friends this, you all hear on the hotel room door. Of course, not Sawyer and Theo, because they are dead to this world. Does anyone answer it?
I'll head to the door.
And I will remind you, Ramón, you look like a dead body walking.
Yeah, that's something he's probably going to remember when he reaches for the handle.
Mm-hmm.
There are peephole, like
Caden has blacked everything out.
I pass by Ramón and I say, maybe you should hide a little bit.
Yeah. I'll step back behind the door. I'm keeping close to Ruby though, in case something happens.
Ruby, do you open the door?
I slowly crack it.
And who you see is Esther. She's holding her phone and waving it. She says, I'm sorry. I just wanted to surprise you. You know, we have that thing that's together on the phone, that Find My Phone. We have the same, plan. What's the matter, baby? Aren't you happy to see me? I'm sorry. I also have Morgan with me. She, I've been posting everything on Instagram, and she found out that I was coming here, and she met me at the airport when I flew into Myrtle Beach, and she's just been with me this whole time, and it's been absolutely awful. She's down there right now. What are you doing here? I'm pretty sure that this... Baby, what's wrong? Hello? Have you been drinking? You can't drinking and smoking. I'm a doctor. It's very bad for my reputation.
I just quickly shut the door.
And that is where we will end episode 2. Everything is real for this evening. Thank you, everyone.